Hi, I'm Dr. Travis Owens with Airrosti Rehab Centers, here with Yadier Nuñez. He's an Olympic weightlifter and Olympic weightlifting hopeful. Currently, he is the clean and jerk United States record holder for the 77 kilo class, also the Arnold Classic champion and the American Open champion. Today we'll be focusing on the shoulder, and we'll be focusing on stability of the shoulder. Stabilizing this joint is just as important as mobilizing, and today we'll teach you how to best stabilize your shoulder to create functional and safe movement. All right, for these exercises, we're going to be focusing on the rotator cuff. Now, the rotator cuff is a group of muscles whose primary role is to stabilize the arm as it goes through its ranges of motion. We'll start off by showing you some individual exercises to hone in on specific muscles, and then we'll show you some bigger movements that cover the entire thing. For these exercises, you're going to need some sort of resistance band. We're going to start it off with a TheraBand. We're going to hand this in to our athlete. This end can either be tied off to something like a door, or if you're at a CrossFit gym, some sort of rig. From this point, our athlete's going to tuck his elbow tight into his shoulder and is going to drive his hand outward to create tension through the external rotators. We're going to be looking for about 10 to 15 reps with these exercises. And with this, we want to make sure that our athlete is moving nice and slow and controlling our range of motion. Similar to our last exercise, we're going to have our athlete hold the band in the same hand, except we're going to be anchoring this end on the opposite side, either with our partner or on the rig. From here, our athlete's going to take their hand, slowly bring it into the stomach while keeping the elbow tucked into the body. This will now hit the internal rotators of the shoulder, which are typically some of our stronger muscles. Again, our rep scheme for these will be between 10 to 15 repetitions. For our next movement, we're going to be focusing on the most commonly injured muscle in the rotator cuff. This exercise alone will help you to prevent a lot of rotator cuff injuries. We're going to have our athlete start by standing on the band on one foot and holding the band in the opposite hand. From here, the athlete's going to bring their arm up to about shoulder level and slowly return back to the bottom. We want to make sure that the hand is slightly in front of the shoulder and not directly out to the side. With this exercise, like the others, our goal will be 10 to 15 repetitions. Now that we've shown you exercises for the individual rotator cuff muscles, we're going to show you a few that cover the entire shoulder. Like our previous exercise, we're going to start with our athlete standing on the band and holding it in the opposite hand. From here, the athlete's going to internally rotate and reach across the body. For this exercise, they're going to bring the arm overhead while they externally rotate, and at the top, he's going to shrug his shoulder. Again, returning slowly to the front of the body, bringing back up to the top with external rotation and shrugging. This exercise, like our others, will be done in a 10 to 15 rep scheme. So for our final exercise, we want to show you one of the best stability activities to do for an overhead athlete. Yadier used this activity in preparation for his win at the Arnold Classic. We're going to start by giving our athlete the band. This is done in a 4-part movement. Athlete's going to start by pulling the shoulder back, 1. They're then going to row, 2, externally rotate, 3, and drive up overhead while shrugging, 4. Then we'll return back to our starting position, 4. We're going to internally rotate, 3, release the arm, 2, and then lastly, let the shoulder blade go forward, 1. And again, we'll repeat this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This exercise, like the others, will be done in 10 to 15 repetitions per side. We want to thank you for stopping by this week's Mobility Monday, where we focused a little bit more on stability versus mobility. We want to thank Yadier Nuñez for stopping by. Hopefully you guys have a few tips and tricks that you can use to help create a safe and functional range of motion for your shoulder. If you want to check out any of our other Mobility Monday videos, feel free to click the link that'll be somewhere here or here. Hope to see you next time.